abortifacients.
Okay.
Ang para sa akin we should really teach the young people to do some spacing in family management. Kasi parang ang point ko dun kung every 5 years mag-aanak yung mga tao, so in 15 years, 3 lang anak niya. So yung interim ng pagbubuntis niya until the next, nagiging partner niya ngayon yung asawa niya sa pag-aalaga ng bata, sa paghahanap buhay.
Pati sa upbringing.
Oo.
Si Dain pala has 7 children. That's why she's...
Kaya nga the young, sorry
That's okay.
7 pa rin, grabe.
Mine is a different...
We'll have Ricky, then ikaw sir, then si Noemi. Okay? So Ricky, ka muna.
I've been, kausap ko si Anwar, so one of the leaders of Muslim communities.
Who?
Anwar Razul, I think he's quite known in the Muslim community. And we want to know, ano yung programa nyo? Kasi you have a increasing number of Muslim residents in Quezon City.
Yeah.
They would like to know kung anong program of governance.
Well,
Yeah.
I was the one who suggested to the mayor na magkaroon ng Muslim Consultative Council.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and that council was created siguro 5 years ago. Ang mga our Islamic brothers naman are not really, they're all transient here. The problem there is that there's war in their provinces. Of course, some of the warriors there are taking their R&Rs here. Di ba? Ibang warriors na nag-R&R dito, or Bora, or Cebu. Yun naman yung kanilang
Titinda ng DVD.
natitinda ng DVD. So, the Muslim Consultative Council is doing its utmost best naman. What we're trying to contain here, kasi hindi mo pwede pagsamahin yung mga tribes. There are about 7 tribes, I think, sa ating sa kamusliman natin. So hindi mo pwede paghaluin yung iba-ibang mga tribes diyan. So more or less, kaya yung isang community rito nag-exist because ayaw niya sumama din sa isang community rito. There are a lot of ways to do that, to put them in a particular area. Pero baka sabihin nila parang inaapi nyo naman kami, diba? Masyado nyo kami ina-isolate, diba? I was the one who also proposed na magkaroon ng Muslim burial site dito, cementerio nila. In fact, kinausap namin yung isang private company na meron siya, kina Madrigal dyan sa May Payatas, nagtayo sila ng, I don't know kung sa Jambi yun. Nung nirequest namin sila na pwede ba maglagay tayo ng site dito, tsaka ng parang public cemetery, kasi yung public cemetery namin puno na eh. Dito sa side na to dapat magkaroon ng public cemetery dito sa May Payatas side, sa May Payatas area. Tumanggi sila, hindi sila pumayag. So, well, hindi pa naman sila nagsisimula. Baka we can still persuade them to dedicate at least a portion of their property for those purposes. So, yun naman ang Tapos, syempre, they're traders eh. Most of those who are in Quezon City are traders. So, we must... Well, there should be regulation as far as kung ano yung tinitinda nila. Dahil marami rin nagre-reklamo ng mga fake cellphone units binibenta nila.
Fake cellphone.
So, parang... yung mga China, after 3 days, nasisira na agad.
Sir, dito blueberry. Sir.
Last 3 questions kasi may activity.
Mas meron ka bang green plan mo sa ngayon yung climate change? May green plan ka ba para sa city?
I was the one who advocated the Green Building Ordinance na na-aprobahan na ngayon. I went to different conferences in Switzerland, Italy, to really study the Green Building Ordinance. We're now in the process of the crafting of the implementing rules and regulations. The new battle cry for public administration practitioners is green something. dati sustainable development, di ba? Ngayon parang green governance or something. Parang go green. This was launched in Korea last month. So parang ganun din yung attack natin. If I'm not mistaken, we are the first or one of the few who has this green building ordinance already. And yun ang aking passion. Although may bisyo akong mag-ano, pero yun ang aking passion.
Maybe?
No, it was related to, was that for Roche?
Yeah.
Okay.
Security.
Pareho.
Oh,
So
sir.
who was the one?
Okay, go ahead. Sige,
Okay. Pareho.
So you follow up na lang. Tapos we'll have one last after.
How about your disaster planning also? Let's say, in preparation of the city in case of
Disaster mapping.
Well, sa baha, sanay kami dyan. No? Ang hindi lang natin talaga na-anticipate yung Ondoy because much as we want to, from the city level, much as we want to go to the barangays that have been affected, wala, traffic din dahil na mataas ng tubig, mas traffic. But yung mga satellites na yan, buo naman yan, in place yan. In fact, administratively, we have 24 areas. Quezon City has been divided into 24 areas for administrative purposes. And for planning, for development programs, at for emergency purposes as well. That's number one. Number two, about 2 or 3 years ago, no less than JICA and the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority held their seminars and trainings in Quezon City, Bulawagan for earthquakes. So we are actually also prepared for incidences like earthquakes. And so far, we have been marred with earthquakes in the past few, ito lang, from January to this point. Ang dami ng earthquakes, especially in Mindanao. So I think we should, we are ready for that. Ang hindi ko lang alam kung ready tayo as far as equipment is concerned. Diba?
Okay.
Vice yung paid parking.
Pare-pareho.
Pumasa ba yun?
Hindi, wala. Wala yun.
So Dime, then I'll wrap things up. That's we're good.
Do we anticipate free health for all the residents of Quezon City? Health services?
Can you qualify free health?
Like in